Today we are going to discuss on Prometheus and Grafana integration with Spring Boot app. Prometheus is an monitoring tool that we can integrate in our Spring Boot app so that we can see time series metrics of our system and applications. Similarly, the Grafana is used Prometheus data and it will help us to visualize the data in different graphs and charts. So let's see how we will integrate our in our systems. Let's jump into my IDE screen. In my IDE screen, I am using the pom.xml. The first component is pom.xml. I am using 3.5.11 version. The Java version is 17. And the dependencies, the first dependency is Spring Data JPA, not required. The web, which is required to enable endpoints. The MySQL dependencies, this is also not required to integrate Grafana and Prometheus. Next one is Lombok. This is optional. And the last one is Redis. That is also optional. To start an example, these are only required and not required dependencies. So here we need to add one more dependency. The first is Actuator. Let's see. We need to add Actuator starter. This is the one. Version is not required to add. The next one is we need to add the micrometer Prometheus dot micrometer. Here we need to add registry Prometheus and this is it. We need to add these two dependencies so that we will collect the data from our application. Now let's move to the next component, which is application.yaml file. Here we need to add some management for the actuator. Now we need to define that endpoints. Configuration for the endpoint is it should expose for every endpoint. Include let's enable that Prometheus endpoint enable true. This will help us to enable the Prometheus endpoint. Now let's create one Prometheus.yaml file. Here I will define some configurations related to Prometheus. First of all, I will add the global configurations. Here I will add scrape interval, which will be 5 seconds. So every 5 seconds, Prometheus will take the data from my application. The next one is scrape configs. Here I will add job name. These are my target jobs. I will add one name, Spring Boot. Then I will add matrix path. Matrix path will be Actuator and Prometheus. The next one is static configs. Here I will add my targets. Target is in an array form. I will add my Docker target host dot docker dot interval. The port is 8080. I will save that. This should be not interval or internal. Now I think that's it. Let's open this. Open in Explorer. Docker yes, Docker is running. Here we need to add the Prometheus in our Docker and start the container. Let's see how we will do that. Our Prometheus.yaml file is there. Let's start Docker run. I will run in detached mode. Let's define the port. Port should be 9090 and the volume will be, now I want my Prometheus file will mount in Docker space. So let's do that. I want this one, print working directory, pwd command, and I will take this Prometheus dot YAML file to my Docker container. Prometheus dot YAML. Now I will add the container. The container name is prom slash Prometheus. Let's enter that. Docker references Prometheus. Dot YAML file. Docker run. Let's see what is the issue here is. I think that is correct. Yeah, I didn't add the colon in between here mounting. So let's see. Okay, now my container is started. Let's see. My container is started. Now, before that, let me try this one. If it's not working, it will expect it to start the container. My Spring Boot application is started, then it will show the matrix data. If you see here is, these are my system data. This is my Spring Boot, whatever the data is using, the JVM memory, JVM threads, but this is not a readable format. So let's open the container for the Prometheus. because my Prometheus is started. The port is 9090. Yeah. You see, this is my Prometheus dashboard, main dashboard, and this is my local host. So see some, let's search some query. Suppose I want to search this executor query tasks. Let's see. It is showing me the data. The results is 1. So this is how we will integrate our Spring Boot application with the Prometheus and see how, and we can query the data. It will take all that our raw data and show in this Prometheus dashboard. So now our next task is to connect our Prometheus to Grafana to even visualize better and create the dashboard, and we can add certain charts, and let's see how we will do that. To do that, we need to install the container for Grafana. Let's see. So Grafana, we need to do run Docker run D for the detached, E for ports. I will start in 3000 port, and I will install the Grafana. If you see, this is started, and you see the process. Let's see the Grafana is started or not. Okay, it will ask me to log in. I set my login password. New password is expected. Change your password. Admin. Password is right. Okay. So we will connect our Prometheus to Grafana. So let's see how we will do that. So first you need to create your dashboard and add visualization. Let's configure a new data source. I will add the Prometheus. This is the Prometheus. We can add multiple data source, and here we will add the Docker URL doc internal 8080. This should be start from HTTP. Let's save and test 404. Why it is coming 404? See, okay, it is in 9090. 9090. Let's see, save and test. Yeah, it is saved. Let's do some test. Create a dashboard, add library panel. For this is our dashboard. Let me search some data. Execute remaining tasks. If I will search metric here, it will show all the metrics to me. My Tomcat, JVM, everything is connected. You see here, and if you see, this is showing me that my data. And you can explore the Grafana dashboard, how we will create and how we will use it. Time series, bar charts, these all our open source. Let's see. Um, same save dashboard. Prometheus dashboard. Okay, I saved this. This is my all the dashboard list. If you will create this, click this, this will show our this panel. Yeah. So this is for the today's topic, how we will integrate our Prometheus and Grafana with our Spring Boot app. These both Prometheus and Grafana are open source tools, so you can use that and explore that. Thank you for watching. Bye.